Well, good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Bishop McNamara High School here in Kankakee, Illinois, the site of the 8th grade Class 1A state tournament here all weekend long on Central Illinois Sports. Brian Shoemaker getting you through all the action here today and tomorrow as we will wrap up 4 quarterfinal matches tonight and come back with semifinals and trophy games coming up tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon, culminating with our Class 1A state champion here in 8th grade for 2024. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll step aside for a couple of minutes, and when we come back, we'll get you ready for our first matchup of the day. It's the LaSalle Trinity Catholic Saints taking on the Lockport Taft Vikings. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls Volleyball Championships here on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
We welcome you back here to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show live on Central Illinois Sports for our 8th grade Class 1A state tournament quarterfinals. Great Rivers Bank with the locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. We get ready for our first quarterfinal of the afternoon here. It's the Lockport Taft Vikings taking on the LaSalle Trinity Saints. Two good teams here that'll square off, hoping to make their way into tomorrow morning's 11 a.m. semifinal. Let's tell you first about the LaSalle Trinity Saints, 16-1 on the season, finishing up their 6-minute warm-up period here on the court. Just 28 students strong in grades 7th and 8th out of LaSalle County and the Prairie Conference. This team has not been challenged to 3 sets at all this season. Opponents have only reached the 20-point mark against them in a set twice this season, once against Mendota Holy Cross in a 25-20, 25-4 win. The other came in the regional semifinal against LaSalle Dimmick, winning 25-20, 26-16, in one of the closer matches this team has had all season. 14 times this season, opponents have scored 10 or less points in a set, so we'll be excited to see the defensive efforts from this squad coming up here out of LaSalle Trinity. This is the 5th time this team has qualified for the IESA state finals dating back to 2017. That includes taking home 3rd place in last weekend's 7th grade state tournament. Outside of that, the school has not won a quarterfinal match in any other of its 3 appearances here in the IESA state series. This team has a lot of size. They start 4 7th graders, 4 8th graders on the roster. That's just it. The 8 girls have made up this team over the past 3 years for LaSalle Trinity, and they made the state tournament last season as 7th graders and hoping to do a little better here on the 8th grade level. We will step aside for a minute here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, we'll tell you about the Lockport Taft Vikings and get you ready. Don't go anywhere. You're watching State Tournament Volleyball here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cashcom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Cranberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Well, we've told you a little bit about the LaSalle Trinity Saints. We get you ready now for the team taking their 6-minute warm-up. That's the Lockport Taft Vikings. A record of 17-3 coming into this weekend's state quarterfinals. 67 students in grades 7 and 8 up on the upper echelon of the enrollment barriers here for 1A and 2A in the IESA ranks. Out of Will County and the Little 7 Conference, this is, according to the IESA record books, the very first appearance by Taft in the IESA State Series. This team has went the distance against opponents just 3 times this season, once to Woolridge Jefferson and twice against Crest Hill Cheney Monage. The Vikings won all of those contests. They cruised through regional play, easily defeating Thornton Wolcott and Crete Illinois Lutheran in 2 sets before defeating Mason Varroa Kinsman 25-20, 25-20 to win a sectional. This team is made up of pretty much all 8th graders and a lot of returning athletes on this squad here for Stephanie Collins' team. They've had some really tough opponents, played a lot of 3A and 4A opponents up in their neck of the woods to help get them ready for postseason competition, and it's fared out so well as they make their way onto the state quarterfinal floor here at Bishop McNamara. We will step aside for a couple of minutes here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, we get you ready for state volleyball action. It's Lockport Taft taking on LaSalle Trinity. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Central Illinois Sports.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470. Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Welcome you back here to Bishop McNamara High School as we get you ready for our first quarterfinal here in the 8th grade Class 1A state tournament. It'll be LaSalle Trinity taking on Lockport Taft. We remind you, if you are watching alongside here with us tonight, that you have access into all 4 classes of junior high volleyball action this weekend. Central Illinois Sports has crews at all 4 sites, and we'll be streaming alongside here through all 4 quarterfinals and semifinals and championship games at those respective tournaments. So put one on your TV, one on your tablet, one on your phone, however you want to join in this weekend, and you'll be able to check out everything going here alongside in the state of Illinois. We will step aside for just a quick minute as they will do some introductory remarks here on the public address, and we'll get you back. So when we come back, it'll be first serve for our first quarterfinal. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls Volleyball Championships here on Central Illinois Sports.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply. Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Time to introduce you to our lineups here tonight. for both squads brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks, tools, lawn chairs, hoodies, a whole lot more. You name it, they've got it at Farm and Home Supply. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups here for Lockport Taft, 17-3 on the season. A 7th grade setter is number 22, Bella Radovanovic. The libero for this squad is an 8th grader wearing number 78. That is Catherine Martinez. An outside hitter, an 8th grader, is number 30, Kaylee Weinberg. An outside hitter, also an 8th grader, number 3 is Tinley Mutz. An outside hitter, number 8, is Livia Brandley. At setter for this squad, an 8th grader, number 5, Yuritsi Velasquez. And on the outside, an 8th grader, number 10, Emma Vasfrey. Players off the bench for this squad will be Charlotte Chesser. She's an 8th or 7th grade outside hitter wearing number 11. 7th grade setter is number 20, Rachel Weinstein. A 6th grade defensive specialist, number 1, is Lily Malik. An outside hitter, an 8th grader, is number 6, Prudence Schnautz. And a defensive specialist, number 8, an 8th grader, number 17, is Ayana Arrigo. On the opposite side here for LaSalle Trinity, only non-starter on this team, as they have a very short roster, is a 7th grade outside hitter, number 20, Sophia Sarabia. Let's introduce the rest of the roster here at libero for the Saints. An 8th grader, number 1, is Mary Simonetta. At the middle, a 7th grader, number 12, Allie Inman. On the outside, an 8th grader, number 14, Haley O'Hare. On the outside, an 8th grader, number 16, Peyton Kelly. In the middle, an 8th grader, number 25, Hannah Washkowiak. A setter for this squad is a 7th grader, number 36, Lily Telebine. And a 7th grade setter, number 37, is Aubrey Urbanski. That lines up the rosters here for both teams as we get ready for action here from Bishop McNamara. We thank you so much for joining us here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. We'll be here all weekend. We hope to you choose to be with us here as well. They get squad set up for both teams here. We'll take a quick 15-second break, and when we come back, we'll get you ready for first serve here on Central Illinois Sports.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
We are ready to rock and roll here. It's state quarterfinal time in Kankakee. Whistles are blew by the officials here. We are trying to get the cobwebs out of our mouth. It was a 4-hour drive here for our crew today. We're so glad to make it here, and Bishop McNamara is a fantastic host to set us up very well here in their gymnasium. We will get everyone set, make sure rotations are correct, and we'll be ready to serve here. And it looks like LaSalle Trinity is going to get the first serve here today, and kicking things off for us will be Allie Inman. One of the real consistent servers on this squad, Coach Laura Urbanski says for us, wearing number 12 to get things going. Winner will go on to the 11 a.m. semifinal tomorrow morning. They will take on the winner of Kinderhook Western, and they'll face Royal Prairie View Ogden coming up here. That first serve scheduled for 5:45. And that, of course, always lingering on the question if we go 2 or 3 in these matches. Last weekend in the 7th grade state tournament we covered, on Saturday we went all 3 in all 4 matches and ended up way, way behind. We are ready to rock and roll here from McNamara. The serve goes over, gets picked up by Taft, and that's going to be a quick ace as Mutz was unable to hold on to it, and LaSalle will get the early 1-0 lead here in the match. Serve goes over, handled in the middle there by Radovanovic. And we're going to get a violation here, as they say that's a double touch, and Taft having a little bit of trouble here in the early going, and they trail early on 2-0. Chasing down, this is going to be a free play back over as Vasfrey sends it back over here to the LaSalle Trinity side. First touch is going to be out of the hands of Washkowiak. She'll pivot right back over. Taft trying to get on the attack. This is an attack now out of the hands of Vasfrey. Picked up by Trinity. It'll be a quick tap over as Washkowiak sends it back. Taft having a little bit of trouble as Velasquez couldn't get a hand on it to get it back over the net, and Trinity out to an early 3-0 lead here on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. They send it over. Trying to get it over now is Radovanovic. It's going to be a free play over now as Velasquez gets it. Push back over. Nice play by Urbanski to push it back into the back row. On the attack now, this is Mutz. Nice get over, and now LaSalle in a little bit of trouble. Trying to get it over. It's going to go into the net, no good. And Lockport Taft gets on the board on the nice play from Tinley Mutz. Emma Vasfrey will serve here first for this team. A nice hitter, an all-around player, the captain on this squad for Stephanie Collins Vikings. Nice serve. Into the middle, picked up by Urbanski. They'll set up for her in the front row. Nice little dump over. Diving, dig for it. Nice play by Taft. They'll try and set Urbanski again on the outside. Nice play. He's going to find the middle. A dig out, though, and not going to be dug up enough as Martinez got a hand on it. And we'll show it to you here very quickly on the Northwestern Mutual replay as LaSalle takes a quick 4-1 lead here in this one. They're going to set it up to the middle. Mutz, two-hand touch over. It's going to be a free play here for Trinity. They set it into the middle. This is Washkowiak. Nice attack into the middle. Nicely dug out, though, by Martinez. Odd angle, and it's going to be a tough angle there for Taft to get it over as Brandley had a really odd play to get that over and couldn't get it there. And Trinity will win the point. LaSalle Trinity has not been challenged to 3 sets at all this season. They have been very dominant over all of their opponents. They try to set it up on the outside. This is Brandley. Nice little tip up at the net. Dug out by LaSalle Trinity. And a really quick, smart play there out of the hands of Velasquez. She'll put it down with the one-hand touch. And Taft will win the point. They trail now 5-2. Really smart play. Saw where the opening was and got it over. Velasquez on the serve now. They get it into the middle. This is Washkowiak. Pops it into the back row. They're going to set up on the outside now. Brandley, nice attack. Tipped up just a little bit there by Washkowiak. Taft gets a free play here. They set it up on the outside. This is for Brandley. Gets up at the net. Nice dig out and a tip there by LaSalle Trinity. And that one's going to find the floor there. A little forced play by Brandley. Gets it into the back row, and Urbanski couldn't get to it in time. Taft on a little bit of a momentum run here. They trail 5-3. Into the back row. Nicely handled by Allie Inman. Washkowiak gives it right back over to Taft. They'll try and set it up. This is on the right side now. Mutz sends it over into the back row. Urbanski's got to play it up into the front. Washkowiak will send it back over for LaSalle Trinity. Mutz with another attack try. Two-hand push into the back row. In the middle, Washkowiak from the volleyball line. Nice attack and down. Washkowiak with the kill. And the point goes to LaSalle Trinity. They're back up 6-3. Really nice play as Washkowiak gets a nice swing on that one and finds the floor. Mary Simonetta on the serve here for the Saints. Sends it into the back row. A little bit of trouble handled there by Velasquez, and that one will hit the floor, and it'll be an ace for the Saints. A nice crowd has filed in here considering that it is a 4:30 start. Most of us still working at this time of the day. So we're so glad you're joining us here on Central Illinois Sports as they send it into the middle. Mutz gets it up, and now Brandley sends it back over. Trinity opportunity. Here comes Washkowiak. Nice swing off the tape and down. Another good kill there for Hannah Washkowiak. And we'll get our first timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout taken by Lockport Taft. They trail 8-3 here in set number 1. Don't go anywhere. We're right back in 1 minute.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with DOT, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
Lockport Taft takes the Adams Fiber timeout. It's their first of set number 1. Adams Fiber, delivering you the fastest Wi-Fi experience available. That's Wi-Fi 6 and speeds up to 1 gigabit. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more. Nicely handled serve here as they get it out to Brandley. A nice attack on the cross-court hit, and that one's going to find the floor, and Taft will win the point. Checking in here for the Vikings, number 30, Kaylee Weinberg comes in. On the serve now is going to be Tinley Mutz. Solid hitter, a nice defensive player is Tinley Mutz, and she gets a nice serve over to the Trinity side. They're able to pass it back. It's a free play here for Taft. They'll give it right back, and Weinberg gets it into the net, and it'll be a point here for LaSalle Trinity. Up next on the serve, it's Hannah Washkowiak, leader in the kills and blocks category for this team. She's got a little sister who was on the 7th grade squad from last weekend, also the conference free throw champion in girls basketball for her. She gets the first touch for Trinity, has a little bit of trouble in it. They'll have to give it back, free play back over to Taft. In the middle, they set it up on the outside. This is Brandley with it. Nice attack in the back row, dug up by Urbanski. They'll set her up again. Nice swing into the back row. Urbanski with another dig. They'll set it up into the middle now this time. This is Allie Inman on the attack. And that one just a little bit short there. She was a little ahead of the ball and swung from behind, and it'll be an attack error and a point here for LaSalle Trinity. Saints lead 10-4 here in set number 1 on our PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. First quarterfinal of the afternoon here from Bishop McNamara. And that one going to go a little far. Mutz played it, probably could have let it go out of bounds, and now a little bit of miscommunication as Weinberg got tied up in the middle there with Radovanovic. Free play back over, one and done opportunity here for for Taft. Trinity tries to slap it in. That attack from Allie Inman met at the net there by Radovanovic. And a nicely played defensive stand there for the Vikings as they'll get the point and the ball back. Livia Brandley on the serve here. Very level-headed player on this team, one of the captains on this squad. Sends it into the back row. Nice dig up to get it up in the air there by Washkowiak. Urbanski pushes it into the back row. They'll set it up on the left side. This is Vaspery with it. Set it into the middle now. Allie Inman on the attack. Nice dig, and now Inman's going to get the point and the kill. And we'll show that one to you here on our Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay. We thank Sheila Davids-Meyer for her sponsorship of that feature here on Central Illinois Sports. Lily Telebine on the serve here for Trinity, and that one's going to go just a little bit far. It'll be a service error and a point for Taft. Lockport Taft has had a long road to get here. They had to face Bolingbrook Jane Addams, a very local tough 4A squad. And Stephanie Collins says that's part of our strategy here. We'd like to challenge ourselves with that larger school competition and get ourselves in a position to hopefully make a run here at state. Last serve went out of bounds for Taft. It's a point for Trinity. And on the serve here is Peyton Kelly for Trinity Catholic. A little bit of a tough handle on the serve. They'll have to give a free play back over here to LaSalle. Setting up into the middle, this is Inman on it. Nice swing into the back row, and we'll get an official's whistle. And that'll be a violation here against Taft. Taft sets up, nice little smart play there out of the hands of Velasquez. Caught everybody sleeping, tried to throw it into the campfire. Trinity able to pick it up, and what a play there as that one just trickles over and finds its way into the sideline. And a nice little play there on the play from Livia Brandley. Checking in for Lockport Taft, Charlotte Chesser, 7th grade outside hitter, will check in here wearing number 11, and she'll check in for serve as Taft trails 14-7 here in this one. Sophia Sarabia will check in on the other side for Trinity Catholic. High arching serve makes its way over to the net. Urbanski sets up. It's a back row attack here for Washkowski. On the outside, push back over on the way out of the hands of Weinberg. They'll try and set up. Inman in the middle. Nice attack into the middle. Nicely dug up by number 22, Radovanovic. Urbanski on the set. This is Inman again in the middle. Nice high attack. Tipping back over. Nicely dug out, though, on the play by Sarabia. Inman sends it back over now to the Viking side. It's going to be Mutz with it. Two-hand touch. Tickles over the tape. Picked up, though, here by the Saints. Urbanski with it, and she finds the floor. Nice little quick attack there by Aubrey Urbanski. LaSalle Trinity rolling here in this one, and they lead 15-7. Substitution coming back in on the Taft side, number 30. Kaylee Weinberg comes in, and sitting back down will be Charlotte Chesser. Allie Inman on the serve here. One of the 7th graders on this squad for Trinity Catholic. They get it into the middle. Mutz, two-hand touch over. A little bit of a scramble here. And Trinity has it. Washkowiak pushes it over. Those Mutz on the left side. Standing flat foot attack. Dug up on the play by Telebine. Washkowiak sends it back over. Mutz with it. In the middle now, this is Velasquez to Mutz. Little slide attack on the back row there. A nice little touch there by Urbanski. Saints will get it back here. Let's see what they've got this time. It's Washkowiak. Sends it into the back row. Nice dig, though, and that one's going to go out of bounds, though. A nice try on the play by Kaylee Weinberg as Trinity will win the point. The libero comes back in. That is Catherine Martinez. She wears number 78. And serving on the opposite side here for Trinity Catholic is Allie Inman. Setting up a little one-hand touch, a little quick hitter there out of the hands of Velasquez is caught by the Saints. Really nice dig there by Martinez on the play. Washkowiak on the run. Here comes the Saints. They're able to get it over. It's a free play for Taft. This is Mutz with it. Hits it into the back row. Urbanski sets it up. Washkowiak. Nice tip over. Mutz again. And she was met by Washkowiak there at the net. Even if she would have got a hand on it, that one might have been blocked. It's 17-7, and Lockport Taft will take the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it too. Don't go anywhere. We're right back here in 1 minute.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
Lockport Taft takes its second timeout here in set number 1. It's an Adams Fiber timeout for local computer sales and service that won't let you down when your computer goes down. It's the guys at Adams Experts and Adams Fiber. Give them a follow at followthefiber.net to learn more. LaSalle Trinity on a run here. They're up by 10 in set number 1. The serve from Inman goes and gets picked up by Mutz. On the attack now, this is number 10, Emma Vassery. Washkowiak with a quick little two-hand touch over. They'll set it up for Mutz on the left side. Gets it up-handed. Nice block there by Washkowiak. Urbanski to Washkowiak. This is Urbanski on the attack now. Nicely dug out on the play there by Radovanovic. They'll set it into the back row, setting up in the middle. This is Washkowiak again. Another nice touch and a nice dig by Bella Radovanovic again. Nice rallies here so far in this first serve when the girls are able to get things rolling on both sides. Urbanski, two-hand touch over. They'll try and set up Vassery. She'll knock it into the back row where it's dug up by Allie Inman. Mutz on it. Now we're going to get a violation to end it. They say that's a two-hand touch. We'll show you that replay, though, on the big block there by Hannah Washkowiak. Really nice, tall presence there in the middle as she's able to knock things down. They set it up on the outside to Mutz. Gets it up and over Washkowiak that time. Urbanski sets it up to the right side. Washkowiak, one-hand flat-footed touch. Sends it back over to Taft. This is Vassery with it. She'll push it back over to the Saints side. Urbanski, nice attack from the right side. Nicely dug out by Bella Radovanovic. It's going to go out of bounds, but another nice play here from Taft. Taft is able to make some plays. They know where they need to go on the defensive side. They're just having a little bit of trouble getting that ball back up in the air on the first touch. Mutz sends it into the back row. Urbanski sets it up. It's going to be a quick little two-hand touch as Washkowiak didn't have a good angle on that one. Radovanovic was way over the line. The officials let that one go. And a nice kill there by Urbanski as she sends it down straight down the sideline. Olivia Brandley tried to get it up in the air, couldn't handle it, and now Trinity wins the race to 20 here in set number 1. Still on the serve is Allie Inman. Very consistent server. Doesn't make a lot of hitting errors for this team, according to Laura Urbanski. Mutz on the attack, sends it up and over. Nicely dug out by Sophia Sarabia. Urbanski has to give a free play back over here to Taft. On the outside now, this is Vaspery. Emma Vaspery gets it over the tape. Washkowiak on the run, pushes it over. Vaspery. Nice job again on the defensive side here for Taft. This is Urbanski. Sends it in the back row, tries to get the dig, does Martinez, but Aubrey Urbanski will get the back row kill, and the point here for Trinity is they're starting to look like they will claim a Game 1 win here in this first state quarterfinal. First to 25, got to win by 2 and no caps here in the postseason. Best 2 of 3 sets advances. They get it into the middle. Velasquez sets it up. That's Vaspery getting it over for Taft. They're going to set up Urbanski on the right side. Runner gets it in, and now they're going to call the net violation that time as they say Urbanski got over the middle line. It'll be a violation on Trinity and a point here for Taft. Emma Vaspery back on the run here. Stephanie Collins says Vaspery's really been kind of the calm voice for this team all season long. On the outside, this is Livia Brandley on the attack for Taft. Saints get it back over as Urbanski sends it over. A little bit of miscommunication there. Mutz thought she might go for it. Let it go at the last second, and Vaspery couldn't get it up in the air. 22-8 our score here as Aubrey Urbanski sets up here for Trinity Catholic. Youngest of 4 daughters and all 4 of her older sisters have competed in IESA state tournaments, including volleyball, basketball, softball, and track. And a nice big block there from from Washkowiak again gives Trinity the point. But Urbanski, the team leader in digs, assists, and second in kills on this squad. Looks like a very nice athlete out on the floor. Brandley will send it back over to the Trinity side. Back row attack here for Allie Inman. Sends it up. Martinez gets the dig. Mutz on the attack. Running one-handed swing. Sends it into the back row. Washkowiak on the attack. Sends it back. Nicely dug up there by Vaspery. Nice big swing out of the hands of Livia Brandley. Just wasn't quite high enough. And it is set point here in game number 1. 24-8 our score. As LaSalle Trinity trying to wrap this one up early in game number 1. Urbanski just a 7th grader on this squad. Nice running jump serve. Sends it up. Martinez gets the first touch on it. It's going to be a free play now as Brandley sends it back over. Into the back row. Inman back row attack. Picked up here by Taft. They'll get the set here for Mutz. Running attack. Nicely dug up there by Telebine. And fortunately they can't chase it down though, as Taft will win the point. And an opportunity to keep things going here in game number 1. Yuritsi Velasquez on the serve here. The setter on this team, really quick. Nice defensive player. Serve goes over. A really nice serve handled well by Washkowiak. She's on the attack now. Big swing into the back row, dug up by Vaspery. Brandley, a nice little two-hand touch, and Brandley will get it over in the point there as we show it to you again on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Really nice, smart play there by Livia Brandley. Knew that she didn't want to really challenge Washkowiak that time, and she's been a really strong force in the net. Decides to just tip it over. Another nice serve here. Trinity will send it back over. That one's going to sail just out of bounds as Mutz lets it go past the line of play. 3 quick points here for the Vikings. They find themselves still down by more than a dozen. It's 24-11, still match or set point here in game number 1. On the outside now, this is Telebine that sends it over. Vikings scrambling a little bit. They pick things back up as Brandley will send it into the back row. Washkowiak, it's a back row attack here for Urbanski, and it's going to hit the floor, and that will wrap things up here in game number 1. LaSalle Trinity wins our first set 25-11. Don't go anywhere. We've got set number 2 coming your way here in 3 minutes on Central Illinois Sports.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Stotze Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotze Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotze Automotive and Tire.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Motors Set Break Show. Little Jess, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located in Quincy, Illinois. For most of you watching, that's a long way downstate. Ready to help get you your next vehicle purchase. You can visit them online anytime at littlejessjeep.com, or if you happen to be in the Gem City, way on the Mississippi River, go visit them in person at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. We will get some things reset for you here on the timeouts and the scoreboard to make sure we're ready to go here for set number 2 as LaSalle Trinity wins 25-11 here in our first game. Taft will get the first serve here in set number 2 as Martinez will come in the libero spot, and quickly taking the seat on the bench will be Kaylee Weinberg. This Taft squad has actually won a sectional before, but it happened to be during COVID. And if you recall at the time, the IESA set up opportunities for kids to play. They had the opportunity to get through regionals and sectionals, but it was really constricted to teams within the geographic regions that the Illinois Department of Public Health had set up. And so teams could not make their way any further than a sectional tournament, and Taft has won a sectional before, although this is still their technical first appearance in the state finals. They have a little trouble there with the first one. It caught its way all the way up into the air conditioning here and quickly hit the floor, and Trinity will get the first point here in set number 2, and a really smart play there by Yuritsi Velasquez. The quick little one-handed touch on the second play finds the floor. She'll get the serve here, and we're tied up 1-1 in our second set. Urbanski a little bit of trouble with it. Nice play there by Telebine to keep it going. Nice little one-handed chicken wing. This is Brandley. Nice swing blocked again by Washkowiak, and she is really a defensive force here for this team in the front row. Trinity wins the point, and they'll get the serve back as Aubrey Urbanski will come up here for LaSalle Trinity. A little bit of trouble there, and that's going to be a quick ace for Urbanski as Taft never really able to handle that one, and it's quickly 3-1. LaSalle Trinity has only lost once this season. They lost to Peru Parkside 25-18, 25-19. Everyone else that they have defeated has been in 2 sets, as there's another quick ace for Urbanski. They do their little shimmy and dance, and they're up 4-1 here in set number 2. Coming up next at 5:45, scheduled first serve, it's going to be Kinderhook Western out of Pike County taking on Royal Prairie View Ogden. Winner of this one gets the winner of that one tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mutz with the attack. It goes just a little bit far, and it'll be a point here for the Trinity Saints. They set up Washkowiak in the middle. Really nice, strong hit. Now got nicely by Martinez, but it goes right back to Washkowiak, and she gets it again. We'll show you that one on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Nice dig by Martinez, but it goes right back to number 25, and she just hammers it right down the middle. And that one will be a service error as it goes into the net. Taft trails 6-2 as Weinberg comes in, and Mutz will be on the serve here for Lockport Taft. Taft has had some opportunities where they've had to come back, some opportunities where they've trailed and really fought theirs. It's going to be another kill for Washkowiak. For Lockport Taft, they always like to play the fun crosstown rival, Kelvin Grove. A nice, fun match. Here comes the libero, Mary Simonetta, with a strong serve for Trinity. Washkowiak with it. Gets it up, and it's nicely dug out there by Brandley. Washkowiak gets it again and knocks it down on the far sideline. It's another point here for LaSalle Trinity. And we'll get a quick timeout here again by Taft. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're right back in set number 2 after this.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Lockport Taft takes their first time out here in set number 2. They're down to 1 remaining here in our second game. Live from Bishop McNamara, it is Lockport Taft taking on LaSalle Trinity Catholic in our first 8th grade Class 1A state quarterfinal for you. We've got 3 more coming up on the evening. We hope you join us for most of them here on Central Illinois Sports. Radovanovic sends it back over. Trinity gets a free play. They'll give it right back to Taft. They set it up on the outside. Brandley a little bit ahead of it on the set. She'll have to give it right back over. Washkowiak with a nice running attack. Nicely dug out, though, by Yuritsi Velasquez. Mutz with a smart play. She puts it on the ground on the two-hand touch, and Taft wins the point. They'll get the serve back as we show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Really smart play by Mutz. She is not a very tall attacker up front, but she's got a really nice swing and has a nice vertical. Brandley on the serve. Really strong into the back row. Simonetta sends it back over. Taft with a free play and an opportunity here. This is Vaspery with it. Flat-footed attack into the back row. Washkowiak from the 10-foot line. It's Mutz isn't able to handle that one. It's another kill for Hannah Washkowiak. LaSalle Trinity's had a really successful season, especially on the 7th grade side. They finished in 3rd place last weekend. They'd like to take home another trophy here, and they appear to be maybe well on their way to doing that. Nice little quick touch there from Allie Inman. Dug up by Taft. This is Mutz with it. Goes off the wrist in the errant way, and it'll be a quick point for Trinity on the attack error. Washkowiak here. One of the 8th grade leaders on this squad sends it into the row where it's picked up by Mutz. Radovanovic on the set, and the send back over from Emma Vaspery. This is Allie Inman on the attack. Sends it in. Nice dig out by Mutz. And Radovanovic tried to serve it over backwards. Instead, got a little bit bent over backwards in the wrong way. Sends it into the net. It's 11-3. Taft trying to get themselves recollected here. Get back into this one here in the second set. And that'll be an ace there, as having a little trouble with it was Velasquez. We'll see if Taft can get themselves together. They've been trailing in situations before. In that sectional match, they were down 7 points, rallied to win that game, and then ultimately the match to get them here today. So this team's able to come back from a little bit of adversity. We'll see what they're able to do here. Inman on the attack, sends it into the back row where Brandley gets it. This is Vasfrey. Flat-footed touch back over the net. Radovanovic sends it over. Taft sets it up. Vasfrey sends it back over. Washkowiak in the back row. This is Inman again. Swung up. Radovanovic got a hand on it, but she gets tooled as it goes off to the left. It'll be a kill and a point here for the Saints. They lead 13-3. We need to get the scoreboard adjusted here for you on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Radovanovic sends it into the back row, picked up by Urbanski. This is Inman again. They're giving her a lot of touches here in game number 2 as they've got Washkowiak in the back row now. Inman, nice swing, gets it over, nicely dug up there by Weinberg. She gets an attack try, sends it back. It's going to go cross court and a little far. It'll be an attack error, and Trinity will get the point. Game still coming up here tonight. It'll be Kinderhook Western taking on Royal Prairie View Ogden at 5:45. Peoria Limestone Walters takes on Pontiac St. Mary's, the defending state champions from last year at 7 o'clock. And Stewardson Strasburg takes on Washington St. Patrick. That is scheduled for 8:15. Simonetta digs it up here for Trinity. This is Telebine putting it over. Taft with an opportunity. They send it right back. Nice play from Inman, though. She wins the bat joust at the net, as we'll show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Allie Inman, not the first opportunity for attacking on this squad, as Washkowiak obviously the first option, but she's done a really nice job. And that one's going to hit the floor. It'll be an ace for LaSalle Trinity. Catherine Martinez comes back in the libero position. Getting a seat will be Yuritsi Velasquez for Taft. Hannah Washkowiak continues service here for the Saints. Gets it over. Nice serve. Gets picked up by Weinberg. Radovanovic tried to get that one, and she'll send it into the net, unfortunately, for Taft. And they'll take their second timeout of the set. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. Wi-Fi speeds up to 1 gigabit means you'll never buffer while watching us on Central Illinois Sports. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more. We're back with you here in 45 seconds.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Taft takes the timeout. It's their second of the set. That serve is going to go a little bit far, and Taft will get a point and an opportunity to cut into this deficit here. Taft out of timeouts for the remainder of the second set here, as Bella Radovanovic will come up serving here for Taft. Really good defensive player, able to run down a lot of errant balls, is Bella Radovanovic. Inman on the attack, sends it into the back row. They set it up on the outside now. This is Vasfrey. Punches it into the back. Washkowiak able to easily handle it here for Trinity. Really nice play there, as Velasquez able to get one of those crafty little touches, and it finds the floor. Urbanski was diving for it, but not there in time. It's 17-5 here, as Trinity continues to lead here in set number 2. They won the first one 25-11. sailing way into the back row. This is Urbanski, flat-footed from the back row, nicely dug up there by Livia Brandley. Inman punches it back over. Taft with an opportunity. Vasbury again, flat-footed, sends it back to Simonetta in the back row. On the attack this time, it's Peyton Kelly. Vasbury, third time's a charm, picked up that time by Washkowiak. On the swing now, it's Inman. Dug up by Bella Radovanovic. And they'll get it over. Nicely hits the tape. A little bit of a trick play there. Works for Kaylee Weinberg as she'll find the floor. And just like that, it's 17-6 here. Taft trying to put some things together as we show you that last point for the Vikings on the Northwestern Mutual replay. They'll set it up into the middle. This is Urbanski. She got tied up there with Peyton Kelly. A little bit of miscommunication. Instead, the ball finds the net. And Taft has put together a few points here. Now they trail by 10 in set number 2. Winner moves on to our 11 a.m. semifinal tomorrow morning. Second semifinal at 12:15. Trophy games scheduled to begin at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Vasbury with an odd angle has to get it back over. Urbanski digs it out. In the middle, this is Allie Inman on the attack again. Velasquez tries to get it over, played there by Telebine. She might have been able to let it go, and instead it's going to go out of bounds. And Laura Urbanski wants the timeout for Trinity Catholic. We'll take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We're right back with you here with state quarterfinal action in 1 minute.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
LaSalle Trinity takes their first Adams Fiber timeout here of the match. They lead 17-8 here in set number 2, but Taft starting to put some things together and get a little bit of momentum on their side. Continuing service for the Vikings is Bella Radovanovic, but that one will go into the net and be a service error. Trinity back up by 10 now. Is serving for the Saints is Lily Telebine. Really quick hands and reaction time is Lily Telebine, second in assists on the team. Also the setter on the 7th grade team that got third last weekend. Washkowiak sets it up. This is Urbanski giving it back over to Taft. Velasquez sets up on the left side. Vasbury gets it over. Really tight play against the net. Really nice dig there by Brandley. Allie Inman on the swing. Gets it up and over the net. Nicely dug up there by Kaylee Weinberg. And that's a tough angle as that one just got past the official's tower. It'll be out of bounds and another point here for Trinity. We remind you, if you're watching us here today, you've got access to all of our quarterfinals here tonight. You don't have to stop watching after this one's done. You've got access into all 4 games here tonight, along with tomorrow's semifinals and trophy games. And you can also tune in to any of the other 3 classes that are being broadcast right now on our Central Illinois sports platform. Velasquez sets it up. This is Brandley from the back row. Nice attack, dug up well by Lily Telebine. They'll get Washkowiak past the 10-foot line. Brandley with another dig. On the outside now, this is Weinberg. Setting it up on the outside. Allie Inman on the swing. Gets it into the back row. Radovanovic. We thank the folks from Taft helping us out on that name pronunciation. On the outside now, this is Vasbury. Attack picked up on the opposite side by Allie Inman. She'll get the swing. That one a little off balance, and it goes into the net. And Lockport Taft enjoying what they're seeing as they'll get a substitution here on the floor. Checking in, Charlotte Chesser, the 7th grade outside hitter wearing number 11, comes in rotation to serve here for the Vikings. Taft, of course, a very small school in this area. A lot of your IESA downstate schools, actually right around that enrollment of 67 students, but telling us they don't really get to take a lot of buses to games, and they were excited about the opportunity to get to take a bus here to the state finals at Kankakee today. They'll try and set it up into the middle now. This is Vassery. Free play back over to the Saints. Setting up in the middle now, it's Allie Inman. She'll give it right back over to the Vikings. In the middle, this is Mutz. Right-handed swing high up in the air. It's going to go down. Washkowski continued to play on it. That might have went out of bounds if she'd let it go. Velasquez will tip that one back over. Nicely picked up that time by Sophia Sarabia. And Trinity will send it over. It'll hit the floor. Trinity 4 points away from advancing into the state semifinals here tomorrow. Peyton Kelly on the serve here. Sends that one just to the right. It'll go out of bounds. It's a service error and a point for Taft. They'll get the ball back as Emma Vassery will pick things up here for the Vikings. For this Taft squad, they've had a really challenging season against a lot of 3A and 4A schools, and Coach Stephanie Collum tells us that really they've had every player step up in key moments in all of these big matches, and that's one of the big keys that's got them here today, as getting the floor there as Aubrey Urbanski sends it over. Taft wasn't ready for it. Everybody was shifted over to the left, and that one went to the right. Allie Inman on the serve here for Trinity Catholic. 22-10, our score here in set number 2. Velasquez sets it up on the right side. This is Tenley Mutz sending it over. Picked up there by Telebine. Scrambling are the Saints. They'll get it back over. Martinez to Velasquez, and it's slapped down, but that'll be a violation. As they say, getting over the net was Washkowiak. Got a little too headstrong on that one. Right up on the net and went over, and it'll be a point and the serve here for the Vikings. Velasquez on the serve. One of the better servers on this team. Nice little running jump serve into the back row, and it's going to be an ace for Velasquez. We'll show it to you again here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Taft has performed much better here in the second half. They're still trailing by 10 in this one, but things have looked a lot better here in this second set for Lockport Taft. This Taft squad and most of the starting lineup, all 8th grade returners here, and now the Vikings starting to get these things going. The Saints having a little bit of trouble, and they'll get Haley O'Hare into the contest. Sophia Sarabia will get a breather here for the Saints. Crowd starting to fill in with a lot more red and orange as fans from Kinderhook Western and Royal Prairie View Ogden starting to make their way in the gymnasium. Velasquez on the dig. They'll set it up to Brandley on the outside. Nice little two-hand touch as she says, hey, we don't have to go right at Hannah Washkowiak. We'll just go over her. And the two-hand touch finds the sideline. Brandley gets the troops rallied, and it's 22-14 here. Taft trying to get going in this one. Nice serve. It's a let serve and an ace as it tickles the tape and goes down. It's 22-15, and Laura Urbanski wants an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it, too. Don't go anywhere. This one's getting good. We're right back in a minute on Central Illinois Sports.
Pressure's on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressure's on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressure's on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
Trinity takes their timeout here. That is their second of set number 2, excuse me. And they're going to let Sophia Sarabia get checked in here before we get back to play. Taft feeling it. They were really excited coming out of the timeout here. Velasquez, nice serve into the back row, picked up by Urbanski. She'll send it back over. Free play opportunity here for the Vikings. They'll set up Brandley on the left side. She pushes it over. Dug up. Urbanski couldn't get the hand on it to get it in the air. And Taft is rolling here in set number 2. It is 25-16. Up and over. Nice one played there by Peyton Kelly. Urbanski gets it up in the air. It goes over the net. Mutz will get the first touch for it for Taft. They send it up backside, and that one just couldn't get the set that Radovanovic wanted. Brandley couldn't get a good angle on it, and Trinity will get it back here with 2 points to go. Aubrey Urbanski on the serve here for Trinity Catholic. All of these 8th graders have 3 years of playing experience for Trinity, and it shows. Nice play there, is trying to get it over after the scramble was Emma Vaspery. Instead, it just goes out of bounds. That was a long distance to get that backwards play over. It is match point here for LaSalle Trinity. Urbanski on the serve. Jump serve goes into the back row, handled by Velasquez. They'll try and set up. It's going to be Mutz with the free play over, and that one's going to go a little far, and it'll be out of bounds, and that's going to wrap up our first quarterfinal here as LaSalle Trinity wins 25-11, 25-16. They advance to 17-1 on the season. And a valiant effort here in the second set from Lockport Taft. Comes up just a little bit short. They finish with a record of 17-4 here in our state quarterfinal. We have reached the Blessing Health System postgame show. We'll step back for a quick minute, and when we come back, we'll wrap up this one and get you ready for quarterfinal number 2. You are watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls State Volleyball Championships on Central Illinois Sports.
Okay, everyone, let's do this. How about you?
What are your thoughts on today's patient care?
Real busy day, but it was a team effort. And how about you?
Third checkup that your patient talked about her summer concert. How do you stay enthused?
You can't blame her. Those tickets were hard to come by. But her summer wasn't a cruel one. Huh?
Doctor,
next. How about you?
Doctor, it hurts when I do this.
Don't do that.
Hey, the internet says I'm sick. Am I?
I'd get a professional opinion on that.
Over here. Doc, donuts in the break room look like a hit.
Not bad. Definitely better than those bagels. Okay, we have time for one more. Next.
The staff looked focused today. What do you attribute that to?
Well, at Blessing, we're tasked with providing exceptional care, so every visit is like the big game for us. Okay, gotta run.
Welcome you back here on the Blessing Health System post-match show as LaSalle Trinity wins in straight sets, 25-11, 25-16 over Lockport Taft to advance here to tomorrow's state semifinals. They'll be scheduled for a first serve coming up at 11 a.m. We tell you now about our player of the game, brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragements that our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why he is a proud sponsor of the player of the game here on Central Illinois Sports. Well, there's a lot of great talent over on this LaSalle Trinity side, but really making the engine churn here in our quarterfinal was Hannah Washkowiak. A lot of kills, a lot of defensive presence up front, and she's going to be a force for any team to have to deal with coming up to get through this state tournament on tomorrow. We wrap up our first quarterfinal. If you're new to us here, we will shut down this stream. We will have a new game file that will pop up in the playlist in just a couple of minutes, and we'll get you ready for Kinderhook Western taking on Royal Prairie View Ogden. We thank you for watching our first quarterfinal with us here today. Don't go anywhere. We've got more state quarterfinal action coming your way on Central Illinois Sports.